Good morning, everybody. Sorry this is being filmed on a Tuesday. Yesterday was just hectic and busy. Welcome to this week's edition of Mondays with Mason. I'm Mason Sapesky, your host here with you guys. And I know I missed last week's Mondays with Mason. I'm sorry that I missed that. It was just hard to find a topic, and I was really busy last Monday. But still, those aren't good excuses to not do an edition, especially since this one is being filmed actually on a Tuesday because yesterday was busy and we had a lot going on. So, yeah, the reason I wanted to do an episode with you was to discuss what next Monday is in sports. It's obviously it's a big day next Monday in sports. Something that sports fans all over look forward to each and every year, and it's called the Sports Equinox. You guys all know what an equinox is in terms of the scientific definition. So yeah, this is like the sports version of it. And a sports equinox is when the NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL all play on the same day. So all professional sports. Hang on, I'm just trying to figure out something. It's when the sun crosses the Earth's an actual equinox. I'm sorry, just to remind you guys if anybody doesn't know. To be honest, I knew what it was kind of, but I just needed confirmation. But it's a moment in time when the sun crosses the Earth's equator. But the equinox, it's typically it's on the first day of each season. So like the first day of summer, or there's equinoxes and solstices. The equinoxes occur in March and September. So the first day of spring and the first day of fall, we get equinoxes, and then the first day of summer and the first day of winter, which is the shortest and the longest days of the year, is when we get the solstices. But anyway, put the science aside. Sports fans like to call it a sports equinox because all four major sports are on the same day. The reason I'm not filming this next week, on Monday, the actual day of the sports equinox, is because we have an episode on the trade deadline for the NFL. So that will be next Monday's episode. So yeah. But anyway, though, let's start with the NHL. Let's talk about the sports equinox a little bit. Some games that are going to be occurring on the sports equinox because it's a big day for the sports world, obviously. Actually, right now, kind of, there's a sports equinox. Because tonight's the first night of the NBA season. Sorry, but I'm not going to be able to have a prediction video up in time for the NBA for this year. So I'm sorry about that. But, I will share my predictions, though, on a post. I will do that, so that'll be interesting. Keep an eye out for that post later today. But anyway, when I go to put these videos up. But anyway, though, what I'm saying is it kind of starts today because right now all four major sports are in season. They might not be playing on the same exact day, but they are all in season. NBA starts tonight. NHL's been well underway. MLB, there's a game tonight. So Diamondbacks and Phillies, NLCS, go Philly. And NFL. So really the NFL is the only one that doesn't have a game tonight. But anyway, though, let's look at the NHL schedule for next Monday on the Sports Equinox Day. Penguins host the Anaheim Ducks. Sorry, I'm just reading this off. Flyers host the Hurricanes, so both PA teams are at home on Equinox night for the NHL. Bruins host the Panthers. Lightning host the Kraken. Islanders host the Red Wings. Jets host the Rangers, Stars host the Blue Jackets, Coyotes host the Blackhawks, and Golden Knights host the Canadiens. So that'll be an interesting slate of games for Sports Equinox night, and it's nice that both PA teams are at home. Now onto the NBA now. Let's talk about the NBA schedule for next Monday night. Big night in sports. Monday night, Pelicans host Golden State. Hornets host the Brooklyn Nets. Pacers host the Bulls. Wizards host the Celtics. Hawks host the Timberwolves. Raptors host the Blazers. Grizzlies host Dallas Mavericks. Bucks host the Heat. That'll be an interesting game. That will actually be an interesting NBA game for the Sports Equinox. That was a good pick by them, and that's definitely an interesting game. Bucks at Heat. The Bucks host the Heat, so that'll be interesting. Thunder host the Pistons. Nuggets host the Jazz, and the Lakers host the Magic. So that's all for that portion of the Sports Equinox. As for the NFL next week, you'll see my prediction for this on my Thursday episode, NFL Week 8 predictions. But the Lions host the Raiders on Sports Equinox night, so it's an important night for Detroit. They're coming off a loss at the hands of the Ravens, 38-6, so pretty bad. And the Raiders are coming off a loss in the Windy City against the Chicago Bears. So both teams are going to look to rebound after a loss on Equinox night. So that'll definitely be interesting for sure. World Series, MLB World Series. That's the last component of the Sports Equinox because we discussed the NHL games that will be going on. They're all going to be interesting. A lot of them are going to be interesting and good. NBA, we discussed those games. NFL, we obviously discussed the Monday night game. MLB is the last component. It will be World Series game free. The Texas Rangers will be the visiting team. That is all we know so far about game free. Last night, the Texas Rangers defeated the Houston Astros, I think by a final score of, it was either 11-3, 11-4. I don't know which one I was following Monday Night Football. But Texas Rangers, they're going to be in the World Series representing the American League. It's truly been a good run. Last year, they were like 65 and 90 something. I think they weren't worse in their division, but they were like second or third worst. I didn't expect much out of Texas this year because of the new system, but kudos to Bruce Bochy. He truly did bring that team back, so good job by Bruce Bochy for sure for the Texas Rangers. Corey Seager, Marcus Semien, and co. will look to lead the Rangers to a World Series championship and bring the Baseball World Series trophy back to Dallas and keep it in the Lone Star State because Houston won last year. As for tonight, on the other side, who will they be playing against? The NLCS Game 7 is tonight. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks at the Philadelphia Phillies at Citizens Bank Park. I'm really invested in this series because I have friends and family out in the Philadelphia area, so they're diehard Philly fans, and I'm hoping for the best for them tonight. Diamondbacks won last night 5-1 in Philly. Philly's first home postseason loss this season. The series has been interesting for sure. Phillies won the first two games. Diamondbacks won the next two. Phillies won big on Saturday night, Game 5, 6-1. I for sure thought this series would be over. However, I don't think it is. I'm sorry, I take that back. However, it obviously isn't over because the Texas why am I so lost today? It's obviously not over because the Game 7's tonight. The Diamondbacks proved that. They won 5-1 yesterday. I think Philly's obviously upset about that. They're going to be coming with a lot of momentum, a lot of revenge, and a lot in them. However, I don't feel confident in Philly tonight. I know the crowd's going to be on their side. I know they love playing in prime time, but I don't feel confident in them tonight. So I don't know why. I mean, look, Philly is definitely the better team. Philly definitely has the better roster, and Philadelphia definitely has a lot better for them. However, this is an upset special, and for some reason, I kind of just have a funny feeling that Arizona is going to win this game. So but I'm terrible with my MLB postseason predictions, so don't take it from me. That's all. The only advice I'll give you, don't take it from me when it comes to baseball. So, anyway, though, although my Pirates prediction wasn't too bad, and a lot of my teams weren't that bad this year, so yeah. But anyway, though, it'll either be the Texas Rangers at the Arizona Diamondbacks or the Texas Rangers at the Philadelphia Phillies next Monday night. To wrap up our Sports Equinox, it'll be interesting to see what you guys are going to watch. If you want to, please leave a comment. Which sport are you going to watch the most next Monday night during the Sports Equinox? You're going to watch an NHL game. If there's a good one in your hometown, you're going to watch an NBA game. Are you going to watch Monday Night Football to see the Lions and Jared Goff take on Devontae Adams and the Raiders? Or are you going to watch the World Series to see what Marcus Semien and Corey Seager can do either against Bryce Harper's Phillies or Corbin Carroll's Arizona Diamondbacks? So that'll definitely be interesting for sure. I will try. There's no guarantee, but I will try to get a World Series preview video up following the NLCS tonight to see what happens there. Again, I know Philly's the betting favorite in this series, and they're the betting favorite tonight, but I don't know why, but it's going to be nuts at Citizens Bank Park, so I'm probably going to regret picking against Philly, but I don't know why I have a funny feeling they're not going to win, so. Yeah, I kind of expect Rangers Diamondbacks, but anyway, though, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Get ready for next Monday, because it's going to be a fun day in the sports world. In the meantime, though, enjoy this next week. I'll see you next Monday for next Monday, so have a good one. Take care, stay safe, and as always, peace. See you next Monday.